giant Jeep Gladiator radio screen. How's it doing? Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive JT. Thought I'd get on here and talk about my giant Jeep Gladiator radio screen or infotainment system. You know, I replaced this, it's been quite a while back, in my other Jeep Gladiator, and then I transferred it to this one when I swapped or traded with my mother. So, what is it? What do I have? What comes with it? Well, first of all, it is the 8.4-inch genuine Mopar radio. Now, what I had before was the medium-sized one. I believe they have 3 different versions. I could be mistaken, but I think there's a small one, then there's a medium one, and then there's the gigantic one like what I have here. This is an 8.4-inch screen. I got it from a company called Infotainment. Now, what I like about them is they will take your old radio, in other words, they'll buy it from you and then send you a check or a credit for it. I like that. I think it was about $300 or $400 out of that radio, something like that. Now, these aren't cheap. I think the cost of this radio was about $1,500. Now, subtract the credit that I got or the money back that I got from the smaller one, and you're at about $1,100 if you choose to go ahead and send yours in to them. It is much, much bigger. For reference, here's my hand. I have normal size hands, I think, not little doll hands or anything. So there's my hand over the screen to give you guys some kind of reference. You know, if you're a giant and you have huge hands, it's going to be a little bit different. But for me, that's about what it is. Now, what does it do? I mean, why go to this other than aesthetics? Well, first of all, you can see it better. You know, I like that everything is bigger. I don't have to focus as long on this screen to see what I need to see. It has all the apps. It has navigation. I did not have navigation before, so that was a definite bonus on my truck. Make sure, though, if you're in the market, you're looking to get one of these, and you want navigation and satellite radio, that you already have the satellite radio antenna. Because if you don't, you won't have navigation and you won't have satellite radio, even if you get this unit. You have to have the antenna. They do, of course, sell the antenna, so you'd want to make sure that you go ahead and pick that up at the same time that you're going to do this. Now, how is the install? Pretty darn easy. Everything just pops up. I don't recall, there is an install video on the channel. I'll leave a link down that below to that. But I believe there are 4 screws, I think, behind to pull it out. If I recall, you can see in the video. But they do send you a bigger bezel as well. You do need the bigger bezel in order to fit and integrate everything in. And the reason that you can fit it in this space, you may be looking at it and saying, well, wait a minute, it's too big for the dash. Well, obviously it's not. It fits. The other radio is kind of shrunken in within the bezel, if you will. What this one does is expands the screen and minimizes the bezel a bit more, so you get more screen out of it. That's something that's really cool that I like about it. It is kind of a rubberized feeling bezel that goes around, so it does kind of match the theme of the rest of the Jeep. And you can see by looking at it what you've got there. I mean, it is nicely integrated, little cutouts on the sides that match up with the venting. So it's not something that they just slap together. There's a little bit of thought put into this, and I think it came out really well. Codes. You know, a lot of radios these days are locked when you get them. I'm happy to say that they do take the information from you when you order the radio, so that when you get it, it's all configured to work with your truck. In other words, whatever controls or features you have, it will work with them. And I really like that. I will give you a little tip, though. I did find when I traded mine off, in other words, my other Jeep Gladiator, and then pulled this radio and put it in here, it did lock. It knew that it was in a different truck. So I did have to call infotainment and get the security code to punch in to unlock the radio. I did not have to do that when I installed the radio the first time. It was all ready to go when I got it. So I'm assuming that when they set it up, they somehow can configure it so that it recognizes maybe the VIN number of your vehicle, your particular Jeep. I'm guessing, because I didn't have to do that. Now, it was easy to do. There was no issues getting that information from infotainment. I will say they had record of my sale, and they were very, very helpful in getting me the code that I needed. It took 2 seconds. And then all I had to do was punch it into the screen, and it worked perfectly. How about the navigation system on this? You know, sometimes navigation systems are hokey. You know, you get them, they're difficult to use, they're cumbersome, they don't make sense. This one is very easy. You just punch in what you want, much like a lot of the other really good navigation systems out there, and it'll get you where you need to go. I really do like that. The only other thing I guess to mention is Bluetooth connectivity. Works the same as any other. Again, it is a stock radio, so it's just as easy to sync up to your phone as any other stock radio is. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. Is it a bit costly? Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of aftermarket stuff out there that you can probably get for less money. Probably would have more capability even than what this has. The trouble is, it's not OEM, it doesn't match as well, and it looks like an aftermarket radio once you put it in. I've seen several on the web. Before I did this, I actually did some investigation thinking of getting a bigger screen, but I didn't like the way that they looked. They looked like a thrown-in aftermarket part, and I love that this is stock and it looks stock. Anyway, I just wanted to get on, let you guys know I do get questions about this. People see it in videos like this and they ask about it. It is not really aftermarket. It is an addition from what I had in the truck before, the smaller screen, and it's doing perfectly. No issues with it. Never did get a black screen with this one either, so I'm very happy with it, and I highly recommend it. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know if you've gone to the bigger radio in yours. How do you like it? Or if you have found something else that's bigger, even bigger, I'd love to know that. How did you integrate it in, and does it look good? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, if you're interested, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma, and Rob Motive FST, all about my 2021 Toyota Tundra. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.